My name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to SkipperWing Draws a Thing, where I, draw a thing, or multiple things, as the case may be. Today's video, a celebration. Today we are celebrating 300 likes for the Crimson Fly on Facebook. And also, by making this video, I kind of also want to celebrate the fact that we just recently hit 600 subscribers on YouTube. Actually, we hit 632 recently, as of this recording, I think. But the point being, it's a celebration. Be happy, be merry, and all those Rick James-isms. But, yeah, and admittedly, it might feel a little premature because I'm hoping that the Crimson Fly will meet a lot more milestones in the future. But I like saying thank you. Because that's what this is. It's a thank you for thinking that the Crimson Fly and SkipperWing are worth supporting. And hopefully they'll get better. The thank yous will get more and more intricate and awesome as we hit more and more milestones. So, back on this drawing. It's quite literally a toss-up. And admittedly, when I was conceiving of this, I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to draw 300 hands. But then the border space kind of forced me to not draw 300 hands, and so you're just going to have to settle for 10. And also, of those 10, all 10 are actually the same hand, just being done being duplicated multiple times. I don't have the time, energy, or resources to draw 10 individual hands, so I decided I'd get clever. Instead of drawing 10 individual hands, I would draw the same hand, space it out, and also alter the timing so that they're not all doing the same thing at the same time. It's an extension of an idiom I like to espouse: work smart, not just hard. Yeah, I could have drawn 10 hands, but then this wouldn't have been done by today, Friday. So I decided to work smarter and draw the 10 hands. As for the Crimson Fly himself, he is a puppet, sort of. One of the lessons I learned on this project is that, and it's an extension of another thing that I like to use, is that everything has its time and place. In the case of puppets, puppets are great for when there's either a very subtle movement or the character's body proportions don't really change that much at all. And I've learned this lesson multiple times, but how I learned it in this particular sequence is that if everything is on ones, you're probably not going to need puppets. And the reason for that is because the poses are changing so much and so drastically that the puppets are kind of useless. Because you're basically drawing new assets for everything you do, and then you're not really doing puppets at all, so much as you're just doing frame by frame, just in separate parts. But puppets do work for certain aspects of this particular animation. For example, when the Crimson Fly is tossed up in the air and he starts to ease into his falling animation, his torso and his head don't really change. So instead of drawing a new frame, I just shifted the puppets a little bit. However, once he lands, it's pretty much squash and stretch and a lot of cheats, but it doesn't necessitate either A, redrawing the entire thing over and over again, or B, making entirely new puppets. I mean, yeah, there's a symbol for the arm for when his hand gets tagged, his arm gets tugged on, but it's just the arm. It's not the rest of the body. So only that part needs to be puppeted. And it's a fine line because if you don't do it right, it's going to look very, very obvious that you either puppeted it or your traditional is too wobbly, etc., etc., etc. It's a fine line of balance and using the tools that you have at the right time in the right spots. Work smart, not just hard. But back on this, yeah, 300 likes on Facebook. How awesome is that? And the joke being that I just happened to reach another milestone recently, 200 followers on Twitter. How awesome is that too? So, yeah, Here's to many more likes, followers, subscribers, whatever word you want to use in the future, and more awesome adventures of the Crimson Fly and SkipperWing. And that's it for today's pick. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and leave a comment about what you'd like to see me draw next. If you're new, please subscribe for more content. This is Colin SkipperWing Birds signing out, and I'll catch you peeps later.